Good morning, Kentuckiana. 6 a.m. here on your Wednesday. I'm Grace McKenna.
Now I'm Jim Stratman. Thanks for joining us here on WHAS11 and on WHAS11 Plus as we kick off the halfway point of the week, Grace. We're almost there.
And we are almost there, and we are almost to when we need to start thinking about changes to our weather. Matthew Willoughby with more on that. For today, at least, though, Matthew, we get to keep enjoying this lovely fall weather.
Yeah, we surely do, especially for the next couple of days. We still got that nice fall weather in store for us as we at least go towards the rest of this week. But back into the weekend, that's why we do have a weather impact alert day in store for us as we head towards your Saturday evening back into the overnight hours. So some strong to severe storms will likely be possible, and some gusty winds will be that main threat. Overall, as we look outside right now, nice and clear. Let's look at our Louisville Metro Cam, brought to you by Shriners Children's Hospital. Overall temperatures into the 50s this morning. One spot, a couple of spots into the upper 40s, but really into the lower 50s for the start of this morning. We'll start to see that sunrise in just under 2 hours, around 7:52 for sunrise time. And by the end of the month, we'll be right at 8:08. That bus stop forecast will have us just into the mid-50s with clear skies, but coming home, we'll likely see those temperatures into the mid-70s. So we'll warm up about 20 degrees for today. And overall, back into the evening, temperatures will be into the upper 60s for a nice, calm evening on tap for you. Those highs will be closer to the mid-70s right here in Louisville, but some areas like English, Jasper will reach up to 80 degrees today. So we'll be a little bit warmer further west. Overall, what's ahead, though? We do have that weekend storm chance on the way for us as we head towards at least the next couple of days back into the weekend. So I'll be talking about what you can expect coming up in just a few minutes. Now, let's get a look at that traffic tracker for the start of your Wednesday morning. Overall, looking outside, all green as we look at our traffic tracker for this morning. Those roadways moving smoothly for this morning. As we look at our traffic tracker, not seeing any problems or accidents on our interstates for the start of this Wednesday morning. We'll send it back over to you, Grace and Jim.
Before asking families like mine to pay more, Kentucky Utilities should demonstrate a stronger commitment to reducing costs.
LG&E and KU are eyeing a new rate increase, and it's coming into the crosshairs of many of you. The utility held a public comment meeting in Lexington yesterday so customers could share their thoughts on potential price hikes. LG&E says it needs to raise rates to protect the power grid from continued extreme weather like we've seen this year.
Now, on top of that, a separate case from the utilities is asking to burn more coal and more natural gas, because some customers said that they're concerned that extra burning could actually continue to add to the severe weather.
We know what causes that, and that's the accumulation of these greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. And we know it's going to persist, right? Because we haven't stopped doing this quickly.
LG&E and KU spokesperson Daniel Lowry told WHAS11 that the company has measures in place to try to reduce its impact on climate change. On average, LG&E customers would see an $11 a month increase for their electric bill and then another $11 for natural gas. If you're a KU electric customer, though, your increase would be about $18 a month. The Public Service Commission will have the official hearing in Frankfort for this case beginning on Monday, November 3rd.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Hearing no opposition.
A fight in Meade County settled this morning. People living there are celebrating after saving a 135-acre patch of farmland from potentially becoming a data center. In a second and final vote last night, the Meade County Fiscal Court denied a proposed zoning change after an earlier vote by the Planning and Zoning Committee. Both votes drew large crowds where people made their thoughts loud and clear. Here's some of what was said yesterday afternoon.
We already have an industrial zone. We already have an industrial area set. It's already causing constraint and issues for people who want to go and hike and walk at Buttermilk Falls. It's humming. It's loud. They're annoying. It's not set up.
The Meade County Community Engagement Facebook page streamed both meetings. According to a post, the Meade County Parks and Recreation Department put a TV outside so people who couldn't get inside could watch. The city of Louisville and a local organization are putting their resources together to make sure people have a home. That's right.
It's the latest effort to try to build affordable housing, especially for Louisville's young unhoused community. Mayor Craig Greenberg said that the Jewish Heritage Fund announced a $500,000 contribution to the Volunteers of America Community Care Campus, the young adult transitional housing program in particular, that's located in Smoketown. Right now, the campus is building 15 affordable housing units for young unhoused adults right here in Louisville. The JHF is also donating another $150,000 to the YMCA Safe Place Services. They're going to operate the program once construction is complete. Safe Place has made an impact on hundreds of Louisvillians already, especially ones like Isaiah Daniels.
Thanks to the support of so many people, I was able to move into housing, find a great job, and also plan for my future again.
Last year, Safe Place assisted 158 unhoused young adults through street outreach, an increase from the 133 that they were able to serve a year before. The mayor also announced $768,000 in grant funding, which is going to be used to find housing and provide support for unhoused families in Louisville. The money is part of a $4.5 million grant from the Bezos Day One Family Fund. Metro Offices of Social Services is using that money to quickly house 7 local families a year over the next 4 years.
This morning, Louisville is remembering Manfred Reed Sr., a longtime advocate for justice and equality after his death. Reed served on the Louisville Metro Housing Authority Board for more than 2 decades and was well known for his lifelong commitment to fair and affordable housing. He was also one of the famous Black Six, falsely charged after the 1968 Parkland neighborhood uprising. All 6 people were acquitted in 1970, and a historical marker at Metro Hall now honors their legacy. Reed died at the age of 89 on Sunday.
Arianes Hernandez Sanchez.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and Tuesday, the Center for Women and Families honored the lives lost to domestic violence this year in Louisville. During the annual Speak Their Names ceremony, the names of victims were read aloud and a flower was placed on an empty chair for them. Elizabeth Martin with the center said this year she noticed more victims who are men.
It absolutely does not matter what the sex is. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are, how strong you are, how not strong you are. If you are a victim, you need to seek services. Please be safe. Anyone can be a victim.
Martin said drugs, alcohol, and guns also impact domestic violence rates. She said when there is a weapon in a home with domestic abuse, there is a much higher chance that it'll be used to hurt someone. If you or someone you know is the victim of domestic violence, help is available. Just call the Domestic Violence Hotline at the number on your screen. It's 1-800-799-7233.